Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket of week 2 and here in season 4, and we have Artorias versus Void with Artorias up first on the killer with Blair slash Goblin playing the Wraith here on Dead Dog Saloon for Artorias. I'm joined with me by the lovely Flair. Flair, how are you and what do you think of this game so far?
Hello, I'm good. I'm very interested to see some Wraith on DDS today by Blair. He has got a bit of an interesting build here, opting not to take usual regression perks and going for basically a full hex build plus sloppy. I'm interested in what you think of that.
Artorias did use this build, but on a it was Bralord playing the killer for them, which I believe Bralord is unavailable at this time, so we have Blair playing here in their stead. But it proved really strong. Like it got like 4k4. They were one of the few teams that managed to 4k4. And
Ooh, unfortunate.
Yupping. A thing to notice, we are on OCE and EU, so our survivors here are going to be at like, what, 200 ping, Flair, I think, right? 250?
Yeah, closer to 250.
Oh, and there goes Undying. But like, Flair, what do you say, like, with the Hex build, it's very high risk, high reward, right? Like, very interesting vault by Lara.
Yeah, especially on Dead Dog Saloon. I mean, totems can be quite risky to run. They're generally very easy to find on this map.
Yeah.
So you really want to be getting some value out of them early here, and with the head-on play that happened at main there by our survivors from Void, it might be a little bit hard. But we do have a survivor going down in Shack here, which is likely going to result in a basement hook.
Yeah, and we did lose Ruin from that Flare. Disaster.
Opts not to go basement. Gonna hook here at this this mid-9 hook.
I think this is still a very good hook. It's right next here to Gallows, and it's next to like the the 9 side, 8 side, 7 side gens.
Yeah, 100%. It does give the Lara the option of, or Dystopia here, the option of going to main though after they are unhooked,
that is
which
true.
is a very strong resource, especially with head-on in play.
Yep. And it was, I believe, was it Ace or Renato with the head-on?
I'm
Trying
not
to remember.
100% sure. I feel like it was DW.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it's very unfortunate. We got hit by that head-on though. I'm pretty sure it looked very much so like they knew that there was a head-on there, because they like stopped and waited and then tried to like swing.
Yeah, I mean once you see the once you saw Metox go past that window, which is the typical vault against Wraith,
yeah,
it's pretty obvious that they're setting up for a head-on. But yeah, he unfortunately still just got clipped by it.
Bing.
And here we're in a bit of a... This is kind of the problem with totems here. Now he's essentially just playing sloppy Wraith.
Yeah.
He's got his Ruin out of the way. They've gotten through all the protections. They don't need to care about Thrill anymore. And he's just stuck with sloppy. So he just needs to outchase all the survivors here in this game now.
Yeah. The question is, will they get the pull, or will Dystopia here go second? Oh my. I don't know.
There will be...
I don't know.
I think it's an okay decision to let him go second here.
For only one generator.
Yeah, they haven't got the gen prog that they really should be getting out of it. Unfortunately, DW did get caught a bit with his pants down at that generator at main.
True.
But I think that the overall idea was okay here, but it looks like our team of Void here are just struggling with the execution a little bit.
No, fair enough. And I think right now we're in a very good place here for Blair, despite the loss of their totems very early on. We have one slug, well, Caster's Curse, sorry, one injured, one on the hook, and our survivors pumping away at the water tower gen from the looks of things. We see one in mid, and probably DW is still in main by my guess. And so we're going to go see an unhook attempt happen here.
We need to be uncloaked here.
Yeah. They're gonna get the pull for that hit, I'm pretty sure. As we heard another survivor, we see Metox coming in, getting the pull. We get the tag on Metox. We now have 4 injured survivors. Ooh.
This is quite scary for Void here. They do, if this Lara can just juice up here, they do still have quite a lot of resources. They've got all of this outback area and Shack to utilize in their chase.
Yeah.
But one good chase here could still keep this result good for Void here.
They still have that really strong Shack palette. They still have the palette here next to the Hangman's gen. And yeah, I think Lara's should be okay for a little bit. We are getting close towards the edge of the map here and running out of resources though, Flair.
We are, yeah. We're now down to playing 50s here, unfortunately.
And to get the
just
down...
gonna lose that, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate for Dystopia, but I still think Dystopia did a really good job for what they had in the area. Um,
Absolutely. Now, as long as we see some resets coming up from Shoyo and DW here, as I think that was Metox that popped the main gen, but I could be wrong. As long as we see some resets coming out here, then I think that this is still a good situation for Void. But if everyone stays injured here, this could be problems.
it looks like they have a survivor pumping away at a gen, and the other two are kind of like stealthing around, probably trying to meet up with each other, Flare. So maybe they'll get the reset soon, but if it doesn't happen soon, I mean, a gen could pop here in the background, but it still could very much so be a 4K1. Oh no.
Oh, this is big problems.
Problems team.
And I've just looked through the survivors here. They were actually stacking a generator over at the 8 area of the map, the last two survivors, instead of opting for a reset.
Against Wraiths, very scary. Here's the other generator that they've been working on. The generator here at like the two sides. So they have 8 and 2 as the last two generators in play. I don't know. Flare, it's really scary with one on hook, two injured. Like,
Yeah, I don't like this, especially if this happens where the injured survivor who is trying to make his way to the hook gets found. Now we've just got massive problems here.
oh no, but the miss. Oh, but they lose the 50 anyway. Will Metox?
Based on how they're playing this, I have a feeling that they're just resigning themselves to try and pop one more generator.
Yeah,
for
and
the
it
win
looks
con.
like Metox will be popping the generator flare at 8. That's where their last survivor is, and that will be probably a 4K1. I don't see a situation where Metox recovers this.
Yeah, I think that it's a bit unrealistic to expect that. So now we just have a bit of a hero chase from Metox, but looks like that will be the end of this game.
Yeah, with a 4K1 on Wraith, what do you think of that result? Oh, well, oh my.
I think it's a very good result. On cross ping, it's a bit difficult because it is a little bit more favored into the Wraith side, especially because a lot of these pallets on Dead Dog are quite incentivized for 50-50s.
Yeah.
Which are just not that easy on ping. But yeah, I think that this is still a good result for Blair and Artorias here, and their survivors can definitely win something like this.
Yeah, but we'll have to see how Void does. Very, like...
Yeah, absolutely. Void definitely has a very good killer roster here, so it'll be an interesting second game here. But I think Blair has set his team up for a good chance here.
Yeah, Blair did a very good job getting that 4K1. And like, honestly, from the look of the start of the game with the totems going and that head on, it was looking like 4K would have been difficult there, Flare. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it felt to me like this was going to be quite a mid to low stage game, but I don't know. I think that our team of Void here they seemed almost a little bit allergic to looking for resets on people. Maybe they were a bit too worried about sloppy value.
Yeah, true.
And then yeah, they just sort of stuck gens without actually getting them popped for letting one of their survivors go second, which was also very problematic, whilst having a slug in main. I don't know, just a lot of compounding errors there that ended up with a bit too much pressure, I think, to be able to recover the game state.
Yeah, I think honestly, you were saying that like letting Lara go second was okay, but like I honestly felt like that really like lost them so much momentum because that got them into that 1v3. And I
Yeah,
guess if they popped like 3 generators for that, right, and they were down to like and Lara's final chase into 2 gens remaining, then sure. But like
yeah, 100%.
it was kind of cooked, especially
I
like
think
yeah.
I think the problem there was less so about letting the survivor hang and more so about our team of Void just seemed to not be efficient enough on the motors, whilst also having their ace player, I believe it was DW,
Yeah, DW.
getting tapped in main and left as a slug on a very high progress generator. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of the key takeaways in that situation.
Not fair enough. But yeah, that was like very well played by Blair to recover that, and very excited to see how Void's killer goes. And I'm very excited to see Artorias survivors. They did a very good job on their qualifier match, which was also on Wraith.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. They are missing one of their key members in Bralord, unfortunately, today.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that I'm sure that they'll be able to pull out something here.
Yeah. All right. We'll get the next lobby set up so we could get the next match going, and we will see you in a bit. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket week 2 here in season 4 with Artorias versus Void. This time we have Void up on the killer with DW on the Wraith here on Dead Dog Saloon with a win condition of 4K2 and a tie condition of 4K1. I'm joined with me once again by Flair. Flair, how are you? And what do you think of the win condition and the build and all of that so far?
I'm good. Quite an exciting game from the last set coming up from Artorias' killer Blair here, or Capo. We'll note that DW's gone for still has got totems involved in his build on Dead Dog, but it's a little bit more, I think, reasonable here, replacing, I believe it's Undying from Capo with Painres.
Yeah.
And we have found our first survivor here at this 7 gen. Nice little 50 to win.
I'm a big I'm a big believer in the pain res. I think it's a good choice here, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully agree with you. I think just having that option of it just makes hooks more worth it as well.
Yeah.
And just having that option of like guaranteed regression rather than something that can be removed, as we saw last game quite quickly in the totems, especially on this map where they're quite easy to find. I think this is a much more safer build to go. Still no things like Corrupt or Eruption being in play here, but
I think
we'll see how that plays out for DW here.
I think Ruin Thrill is a fair pairing here on even on Dead Dog where the totems might be spotted a bit easier. It's been used several times here in the raid. I think every single raid set has used Ruin and it's been effective, like almost all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a strong perk. I'm a bit hesitant about giving up some of the other options, but do we see head-on coming here? No, we don't. I'm a bit hesitant to see some of the other good perks given up for it, but yeah, I mean, it's been getting good value so far.
Yeah, and we could see here, Brelord, I think, missed a skill check in the background. Just like me, for real.
We do get our first Pain Resonance. I haven't really paid too much attention to see how good our outback generators are, but we do have this main generator cranking away.
Yeah, that main generator is going to pop here, and unfortunately that's going to be Clap running into the Wraith, entering the locker, forcing the pull here. I think this locker force is actually pretty decent considering the situation they were in. This means that they guaranteed can get the pull here on Capo / Blair.
I definitely don't mind it. We do see Heartlessness there repressed alliancing that 12 generator, probably afraid of that gen getting pain rest. Not sure if I agree with that.
I think it's good because they're being forced off the gen. Remember, Ruin is in play. With that repressed alliance, Ruin is not going. Like, it's pain rest doesn't hit the gen. Ruin doesn't hit the gen, and that gen is at like 80%. I think that's the perfect use case of the repressed alliance flare.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's definitely a good point. Just countering the Ruin there a little bit.
Yeah, even if the pain rest didn't go out, like I think it's worth it.
We do opt to slug here. I do agree with this decision. I think we should just be trying to find Capo here. There's a lot of pressure on Artorias survivors here. Both Bra and Capo cannot be found right now. Ooh. And as I say that, Bra has been found at Jack.
What a bit of caster's curse there, Flair. Jinxing our Artorias survivors.
Decides not to start the chase, but now we're just in an awkward situation where everyone's zoned. I imagine that they're sending Capo to go pull Clap off the hook over here at the 1 tile.
No, it looks like Capo is working a generator here at 7.
Boys.
Disaster.
Boys. What are we doing?
Is this
this is disastrous.
Is this going to be a 4K4?
It's looking like a 4K something here. This is not good.
Oh no.
DW getting a nice block on Capo, and we're injured. It's looking like a 4K4, unfortunately, here.
Yeah, well, I guess it's just our poor Artorias here getting a bit karma from their qualifier match. Oh my lunch!
I'm speechless. That's not what we want to see here. I think this partially stems from Brolord getting found at Shack, but I don't think that's like the ultimate issue. I think I'm not sure I understand the vision there of Capo sitting. Was it the 7 gen that he was sitting?
Yeah. The one next to Shack.
I'm not sure I understand that vision there. I assumed that they were going to be sending Capo out to rotate through 12, back or through main area generally, to try and get the pull onto Clap, whilst Bralord was going to pressure the slug that was over at Water Tower at 5 here, but that just didn't happen.
I honestly thought until I cycled through. I thought that Capo was like at the back of main, going all the way, like the long way around.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That would
that's
have,
what I'm saying, right?
like, yeah, no, I'm so surprised that that's the line they went with. Very unfortunate for our Artorias survivors.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. This is it's not something that I really expect to see from a team like Artorias. Bit of a fumble here today. They will be losing the raid set, obviously, but hopefully they can bounce back from this.
yeah, that is our fourth 4K4 here in this season of Blood Rush League. Very well played by DW, just like closing up that game. Oh my.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the restraint that he showed by not committing to Brylord when he first saw him. I think he thought in his mind he had like a similar route that was happening, like we were saying before about the survivor going through main there, and he just wanted to keep watching for the crosses. But by the time he just never saw someone, I mean, he just knew that they were stuck back there, I suppose.
Yeah, no, wow. I was not expecting a 4K4 going into that flare, I'll be so honest.
I don't think anyone was.
Oh my, I'm speechless. But that will be our rate set for our Artorias versus Void match. Sorry, I'm a bit still lost for words. We're gonna be right back as we go to our next set here with Nightmare on the Wretched Shop. And not gonna lie, we've seen some crazy results here. One of the other killers at 4K Ford this season was a Nightmare on Wretched Shop, so we might see another 4K4 maybe, Flare, I don't know.
I would hope that we can bounce back from it and not have more 4K4s in the game, but yeah, obviously we never know.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna have Void here playing killer once again for their pick of Nightmare in Wretched Shop. We're gonna be right back as we get the lobby set up, and we will see you guys soon. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League Week 2 of Season 4 with Artorias versus Void. This time we have Void's Killer with Dystopia on the Nightmare here in Wretched Shop. I'm joined with me by Flair. Flair, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to see some Nightmare gameplay. Hoping that we get a bit more of a competitive game here out of both sides, but I'm rather excited.
Oh yeah, no, like, so far the Nightmare stats we've seen in Blood Rush League Season 4 have been very, very explosive, so... Oh my, we're gonna get a very quick hit here on Snuts! Very well played by Dystopia.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that power usage either to sort of force Snuts to use the Shack pallet there as well.
Yeah.
That he would not make anything otherwise.
No, fair enough. What do you think of our build though, Flair?
No pain resonance is very interesting. I don't hate the build in general. I'm actually quite a believer in Call of Fry, and I think this perk is rather slept on. I mean, obviously it's a bit of a staple in S tier sets.
Yeah.
But I think that more killers can get use out of it. But I'm a bit hesitant on dropping the pain resonance of all perks for it.
It's a bit of an opportunity cost, I think, is why it's not seen in the sets outside of S tier, because you have so many other stronger perks on killer that compete with it. But it is a very solid info perk here, and I think it synergizes well with Eruption.
It is, absolutely. And I think that one thing to note, on Wretched Shop in particular, I feel like pain resonance RNG can be quite frustrating to deal with. It's not that uncommon that you just have them all in one corner of the map, or three of them. Maybe he's thinking on a bit of a logic of that killer in Dystopia.
I mean, like, whenever I run Pain Res, it's always, like, the Pain Res RNG is always, like, on the opposite end where the survivors aren't dying, and then when the opponent plays Pain Res, it's always in mid-map, like, with, like, every single good
Never
one
where
is a
you
Pain
want
Res.
it.
Yeah.
We do see the pool coming out here. We did have a very fast down as well here coming from Dystopia.
Nah, like, Dystopia's playing a really good game here on the Nightmare. What a
Absolutely. He opts to take the trade onto Capo as well here. Going to Slug for now. Maybe trying to find Snuts again, hoping that he can keep him zoned.
Yeah, like, we have... If we find Snuts before they could get the reset, this is very good for our killer. But unfortunately, I think they do get the reset here. We're gonna get some killer instincts on...
They were actually healing back at 9 side of main, nowhere near Shack. So
yeah.
It's quite a nice play by Artorias there.
And they're not... We entered Chase instead with Clap instead of Snuts here, which is... good for our survivors, but they do get the down immediately. This is this could be a bit scary.
Yeah, we do have one survivor here in Capo, just sort of in a bit of an infinite loop right now of just being stuck slugged here at main. We will need Artorias to pull something out here to get him up. At the moment, there is just zero reason for our Nightmare player here to be picking, especially without Pain Resonance in play.
Yeah.
Which might be why we're looking at perks like Call of Brine to play a bit more like this and play a more pressuring slug style of gameplay.
I mean, when we saw our 4K4 on Nightmare flare, you were there with me, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
It was a very slug heavy like early mid game that turned into a very strong 2v1 towards the end. So perhaps that is something we'll see.
That game in particular, there was a lot of really strong uses of our I think it's called Dream Projection.
Dream Projection
from the Nightmare player. However, we haven't really been seeing too much of that here, and it looks like he's just going to be allowing Artorias' survivor lineup to get everyone picked up, as he has found his player that has a hook stage in Lara, who gets the stun there.
What a stun by Lara! Well played by Snuts here. A thing to note also, Flare, is that they're running, I believe, the add-on that makes Dream Projection have a lower cooldown. Is it like Nancy's Masterpiece, if I recall correctly? And you know the staple of Never Sleep of pill bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, pill bottle's an absolute expectation. Yeah, I do believe that is the Nancy piece here. Not really getting much value from it, I will say, but I don't say I disagree with it here. He just kept on slugging Artorias until he did find Heart for Snuts and puts him onto his death hook here.
I think that's a fair call to make. Like if you're going for if you're just going to go for that tunnel out, getting those slugs for pressure so survivors can't get the gens done is very good. Like if you see here, Flare, like we're down to like 4 generators remaining with not much gen pressure on our survivor side at the moment, as they're all kind of just trying to lurk around, maybe get a reset between Blair and Clap.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way that it's played out so far is that he knows that there's been very little opportunity for the survivors to even be doing a generator.
Yeah.
Getting the reset onto Snuts at the start there, whilst he has had Capo on the ground, he basically knows where everyone is on the map at all times so far this game.
Yeah, and it looks like they do get the reset here onto Capo.
It does, and we're going to have to be seeing a hook trade coming in here. It is very difficult to be doing like just trades on ping. We'll see how our survivors do it here, and they do get it. Well, they should get it. Yeah,
they do get it. Yeah. I was very worried there, I'll be honest.
Now, the big problem for Snuts here, though, is that he is in an area of the map that doesn't honestly have that many resources here. Because of the lack of gen efficiency, he's just stuck in an area with an area of the map where chases have already happened. So this is, I don't expect it's going to last long without some good hit takes here coming from Artorias.
Yeah. We do hear some killer instinct in the background, so you know someone is picking the traded survivor, and it is probably Clap. Oh, sorry, probably Blair / Capo. But unfortunately, that'll be Snuts as our first sacrifice here. 4 gens remaining. Like, it's really scary. I would hate to be in this position.
Yeah, this is looking like a very scary game so far. Snuts, unfortunately, a bit of a fumble on the check spotting there at that tile. But also, I do think that Capo really should have just been coming in for a hit take for his teammate there. He needed to have the tunnel out living for a little bit longer. Yeah. Getting a tunnel out here, especially in any set, let alone a Nightmare set, at 4 generators remaining, it's just, frankly, it's too scary.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're in very much 4K territory here, as Doomby is broken, I believe, from the Tori's perk Clean Break. And we have Clap now being slugged. I think with someone tunneled out, I think a slug is slugging here. Like, we could very much see the possibility of a 3-slug. Clean Break does kick in, like, at the perfect opportunity here for Doomby.
That's basically exactly what you want out of Clean Break there.
Yeah. But
now we're just in a situation though where we can just be playing pinball as the Nightmare here. There isn't much reason for him to be picking people. As long as he's getting fast enough downs and chases, like the game is just quite scary here.
Yeah, it's very important that the survivors have like a solid chase to get that gen pressure back on their side, because if not, they're looking at like a very, very high 4K. Like I'm thinking like 4K3, 4K4 maybe. Like.
Yeah, we really need someone to just pull something out here. And as I say that, Doomby is going down, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, those are some very good, I think it's Dream Snares, like the Hinman.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, I don't think Doomby really had much of a choice there on where to go after getting hit by the snare.
going to be teleporting to this 10 side gen, and he does get the Call of Brian interruption on it, and also crucially finds the other injured survivor on the map on it. And now Capo, we really need to be getting a pick on
we're getting a pick here.
Survivor. Oh, interesting decision.
I
don't know if I agree with that.
I would have been honestly like just looking to go and find the healthy survivor, maybe re-slug Doomby, and then like try to play like a 3-slug for the win condition. We do spot a survivor here. Oh, we do see Capo / Blair here by the shack.
Yeah, 100%. I was expecting Dystopia there to just march his way back onto this 4 tile and go back to his slug that he originally had.
Yeah.
But looks like it might be working out for him anyway here.
The ping. Did you see that? The little pause before the fall. Not the ping. Oh.
Gets a rather fast tag here. This jungle gym, especially like against any nightmare, let alone one on 300, 250 ping, not very safe at all.
Oh my gosh. This is not good here for our survivors.
No, absolutely. And we do see one survivor heading up to the 10 side of the map.
And we did spot another one here through the crack in the crane, yeah.
So now we all we need here is this is a tall order, especially on the ping that the survivor's playing on. We really need Clap to just last here for a little bit for
I don't think it's possible.
the game to be reset.
With the snare hit, I think there's no way they make anything.
But we do also see in the background, Doomby has actually gotten back onto this 10 gen and is now hiding.
Yeah, the question is, will Doomby be able to recover this for their team?
I think with him going on to the 10 generator, it's going to be quite a tall order.
Yeah.
As he's obviously now going to be looking for the picks.
He's also asleep, so if he goes for a pick, we'll get Killer Instinct, so they need... Oh, we see scratch marks.
We see scratch marks.
Oh,
yeah. I have a feeling this was just too little too late from our survivors here.
Yeah. This is looking like another 4K4 here, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, this is over. Yep. No Unbreakables in play, obviously, because of the balancing of Nightmare. And so Dystopia will be walking away with a 4K4 after he's wrapped this game up on the Nightmare.
4K4s here by Void is crazy, Flair. Just excellent play from these guys. Like, oh my, what a strong team.
Yeah, quite well played by Dystopia. Few fumbles as well from the survivor team of Artorias here, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised too. Like, you know, 2 4K4s back to back. But this will set the win condition for Artorias' killer to 4K5, which, I'll be honest,
it'll be a
this
tall
is
order.
extremely hard win condition. Like, oh my. But hey, it's not over till it's over. We might see some crazy plays here.
Yeah, it's absolutely. We obviously could always see anything. Very tall order from our killer for Artorias here, but I mean, I won't give up on him.
We could 2-tap 4 survivors in a row, right? Like,
yeah, that's it. Maybe we all just forget how to drop a pallet, and we get a 4 slug within 2 minutes of the game starting. You never know.
Oh me, oh my. We have to find our last survivor here, though. It doesn't really matter as they've already been hooked. So if Clap bleeds out, it's not going to be missing hook stages for our killer here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like Dystopia's overly interested in finding him anyway. Does find him anyway, though.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll be wrapping up the Nightmare game. The first Nightmare game. Yeah, I mean, don't think there's too much more to be said, really. I mean, I don't know what you think went particularly well or wrong here this game.
I think that Dystopia just had some really insanely fast chases here. The tunnel out happening very quickly, and then the survivors just like not able to recover that pressure that Nightmare puts out with the teleports and like I think like it's not a very like highlighted thing, but the fact that you get Killer Instinct and can teleport to survivors that are asleep when they heal really encourages like that a bit of slugging there, right? Like, because you could punish the slug even if you're across the map, picking up the slug, I mean. For
sure, yeah. I think so. The 2 big points for me is that we just kept on having a chain slug in main in this sort of like topside area of the map where we wanted our active generators to be.
Yeah.
Which did mean that once our tunnel out was eventually found after all of that, he was forced to just play on a side of a map that was a bit barren and he could not last on without help.
Yeah.
And then that brings me to the second thing. There was no help. Yeah. Capo just sort of sent it for the pick on his teammate, I believe in like the mid 4 area, I think it was, instead of going for a body block for his teammate at 6. And then it was just kind of over from there, I think.
Yeah, with the tunnel out at 4 generators with not much gen prog on any of the generators, really. and like one survivor injured, despite it being in clean break, right? And we did see some very good clean break value. I think like it was just it would have needed like a miracle chase. And with playing against Nightmare, who
Absolutely.
is a fairly strong chase killer and on ping, right? Like I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was very. The odds were stacked against Artorias there, I feel.
we needed a miracle chase from someone who is on pretty high ping, who is in an area of the map where there's not many safe pallets, and there's not really much assistance coming in for him from his teammates. So it's honestly very hard to expect more from him there.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the survivors did as best as they could. It's just maybe a bit more coordination could have gotten a better result, but it's just
Yeah,
Dystopia was
absolutely.
kind of insane. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I felt like his teleports, even if he didn't teleport as much as our other Nightmare who got a 4K4, their teleports were still pretty on point.
Yeah, he tended to be in the right place and up at the right time. I think there was only one time where he teleported to a 7 generator. That I think that might have been a little bit of a waste of time, but also I could see the logic and why he would do something like that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we're going to get Artorias on the killer next, and with a win condition of 4K5, it's going to be very scary to match, but it's not over till it's over, and we're going to get
see
that
how they
lobby
go.
going. We'll see how they go, and we'll be back soon. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 4, Week 2 of Artorias versus Void. We have our second set here of Nightmare, this time with Artorias on the killer, with Doomby playing here for Artorias, with a very, very scary win condition of 4K5 and a tie condition of 4K4. I'm joined with me with Blair. Blair, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just want to point out off the rip. Can we get a little look in at what our survivors are doing here at the start of the game?
Alright, very W stealth by our survivors here.
We've got all 4 survivors in the basement. Let's just say that they're waiting something out.
They're waiting out the corrupt. They're waiting out corrupt.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
I hope they do know that both invocations are not allowed in this tournament. Unfortunately, no weaving spiders, no treacherous crows, as well as wicked not being allowed. So basement value is a bit scarce these days.
It is. It is, but we'll see if it works out well for our survivor roster here.
Yeah.
Still just waiting out the full corrupt here down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you? So,
This-
just looking at Doomby's build here, he's opted to drop the sloppy here on the nightmare, and he's
I don't mind the
replaced
pain
that
res.
with pain res.
I honestly
Yeah.
don't mind the build. Like the perks are very good. What I'm wondering is the add-ons. We have Garden Rake here and like rope or something.
Outdoor rope.
Outdoor
Yeah,
rope.
outdoor
There we
rope.
go. So both of these are like Dream Snare add-ons. I'm pretty sure it's travel speed and size. So
Yes,
like
absolutely.
it's fine, right? Like Dream Snare add-ons I think are very good. We do get a noise notification in the basement. We are teleporting somewhere else. But I think the opportunity cost of not running Pill Bottle is like, I don't know. I feel like Pill Bottle on Nightmare when it's allowed is just so strong.
Yeah, pill bottles are such a strong add-on to run. I mean, you'd expect to see add-ons like this in a 1v1 with Nightmare, just making the Dream Snare stronger and just not even worrying about your pallets. Obviously, Unicorn Block is banned in this balancing. If it wasn't, I would expect to be seeing Pill Bottle and Unicorn Block, but without it, I don't mind one of these add-ons that he has on. It's just a comfort thing, but I think both is a bit much. I think giving up Pill Bottles is just a little bit too much.
I think Pill Bottle is just so essential, honestly, for like how Nightmares like needs to get their value. Also, like our survivors are we have David finally out of the base. Look like David and Jane out of the basement. Everyone is out of the basement. We're all going around. We're all asleep except for David. And we do get into a chase here at Dystopia on the Atom, and we get a good snare into a.
Oh. We've got everyone out of the basement now. We have our first chase of the game started. Corrupt successfully stealthed, I would say.
Yeah. If there were any invocations allowed, they would have gotten it off for sure.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that didn't hit on the pallet. I'll be honest. Oh, we do get the hit there as. Yep, ping.
Okay, nice. I mean, that's good from our Nightmare player Doomby here to get the hit onto Dystopia.
Yeah.
Gets the
Oh.
second hit. Gets the pretty quick down, but crucially, in the background, whilst this has been happening, the motors have been getting cranked.
We do have a gen at 75%. We're going to need this pain res flare. It has
We
to
need this
hit now.
pain res, and we need to find
The gen.
I don't know. We need to find everything here. To be honest, there's too much that we need to find here in this game at this point.
Yeah, the survivors dodge pain rest there. Now we have a generator at 75% and a generator at 60%. We need to find the generator. We need to find both generators and down both survivors.
And we have unfortunately ported to the wrong gen as
Oh
well.
no. It's alright, we do get in chase here with Medox. They do get the pull, and we can see here David working the generator here. In about 5 seconds, it's probably going to pop, and Shoya will be securing that Tycon for their team.
Yeah, that will be the 8 generator popping. There is a lot of prog on the main generator as well, which I would expect our Shoyo player to be rotating to.
Yeah.
He's just going to be starting a new gen here at the Nine area by the looks. Yeah, not much to say. I mean, Doomby really just needs to 2-tap everyone and just slug everyone at this point.
We need a forest slug happening in the next, like, 40 seconds.
Yeah, which is, at this level of play, I would be shocked.
Yeah. Like, I think the survivors are good enough. Like, no matter how good the killer is, the survivors are good enough to not get slugged at get forest slugged within a minute. Like...
Yeah, 100%. I think that it's...
Oh my!
Oh, and a knight, especially if we get wonderful head-ons like that coming in from the Jane DW.
DW the GOAT with such a fire Jane fit as well. I don't know if you noticed, Flair.
It's absolutely beautiful. I was commenting on it before the game. I love it.
Oh my!
Couldn't ask for a stronger fit. As a bit of an enjoyer of unusual fits myself.
Not the sandbag by Dystopia.
Oh.
Maybe a bit of a miscommunication there. See, perhaps Dystopia is coming in for the hit take, but unfortunately, the lane there in that jungle gym is too tight, and both survivors are too fat.
Not enough space for the both of them.
Yeah, but this is what we need, right? We need slugged survivors.
Yep.
I disagree with picking here.
Yep, we picked it, and by the time he takes it into basement, that generator is going to be relatively close to pop. He needs to find exactly which one that is. And
it's not just one generator, Flower. It is both generators.
Oh, they're splitting. Okay, never mind. Does find one of them.
But the other generator in main is being cranked here at 80%. This is not looking good. No,
this is problem with Steam. Unfortunately, if he leaves this to go to the main one, the David just gets right back on that 11 gen, and it's just not winnable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think like I can't fault Doomby here. Doomby like is playing pretty good. Like it's just the win condition was borderline impossible.
Yeah, he's doing a solid enough job. Yeah, so it's just if your team gives you a 4K4 win con, good luck.
4K4 Tycon. It was a 4K5 win con.
4K4 Tycon. Yeah.
Like what do you do? What do you do, Flair? I feel like there's not much, honestly.
In general, you go next set.
You play it out for the content? Yeah? For the prac?
Yeah, play it out for the content, send everyone to basement, stealth out the corrupt, and just have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's what everyone's doing.
We do spot Jane
it seems like
on the
everyone's having fun.
And we don't punish that. Ooh. But will we get the hit? We do not get the snare. Unlucky.
Tries to snare from elevation. Unfortunately, that's just not how the Nightmare's power works. You can't snare from above, or you can do from below on some angles, but you can't snare from above.
I thought that wasn't high enough for it to miss, right? Surely that hits like the upper half of the survivor hitbox.
No, that didn't go. That didn't go through.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Unfortunately, once it comes off of something that it can like sort of, I guess, surf on, for lack of a better word. It just cancels itself.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. Fair enough. I'm not super like Nightmare isn't one of my more played killers, so good to know. Good to know. And another gen here pops in the background. Oh, and I asked to mention also because this is a best of 3. Void winning this set means that they do win the match.
But absolutely.
Very well played by Void there. Crazy 4K. Honestly, 4K4 2 in a row is nuts. Like,
yeah, 100%. I mean, Void's killer side and the survivor side have played quite well. The Wraith set was a little bit shaky, I think, from Void here, but they got a good enough win condition for their killer, or rather, they got a good enough win condition, yeah.
And their killer just smashed it.
Yeah, their killer just absolutely smashed it. Was quite a few mistakes coming out from Artorias here as well. I hope that they're able to bounce back and learn from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a nice game from Void overall here.
But and as to note, this is a main bracket match, right? The upper we're like main upper bracket, so like we are still gonna see both teams in the next weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like Artorias, they played really well in their qualies, so I'm very excited to see them play some more. And you know,
Yeah,
Void,
sure.
Void is just kind of the goats. I'm very excited to see these guys. We've seen Metox here before. We've seen DW here before in Blood Rush League. Those two are like, yeah, they played really well last season. So happy to see them again.
Yeah, I've been quite impressed by their gameplay so far in the times that I have watched them. And yeah, as you say, this isn't the end for either of our teams here. But Void getting this win, it does set up nicely in this tournament here.
Yeah. Oh my, we get another tag here. I mean, like, despite all of this, we're in one generator left. We have one survivor on Death Hook, one survivor on Hook, another, like, we have 3 fresh, right? Like, if we could get another down, like, I think we're in, it actually, this, I still think this might be 4Kable, depending on the gen pressure. We have 3 pain reses in the bank. Like,
I think a 4K might be a little bit out of reach at this point.
Maybe.
You never know, right? But
I feel like if we kill, if Dystopia dies, right, and then we like get like a down on like DW or Metox and get them on Death Hook, it's 4Kable, but like it has to happen very quickly. And we do have to cash in all of these pain res hooks. Like all 3 need to be used.
In general, unless you're a pretty specific killer, you know, like Singularity, for instance, if you're going into a 3v1 at 1 generator remaining, especially if there's any prog on the generators, it's a pretty tough ask to convert that into a 4K, obviously. You can still get some high stage results.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Doom B is absolutely doing pretty decently here.
Yeah, we do have Clean Break here on Claude, getting reset here. And we need to... Flare, if you take a look where our survivors are once again, they're...
Oh, don't tell me. Oh no. Oh no. They're hold on, they're stealthing out for Clean Break. Yep, that's it. That's what's happening.
Yeah. They're getting strength in shadows value despite it being banned. Oh my.
Yeah.
And a thing to note, right, is we do have our smash hit player in the locker and the head-on player outside of the locker. So this is a very interesting like setup.
It's quite the gambit here.
Oh my.
I want to see what they're cooking here. I want to see what they're cooking.
Oh. Looks like our Clean Break does proc and Claude is now healed.
Gonna be playing a nice slow game here. Waiting for a nice rotation out of the basement, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that we don't have pill bottles here to punish the survivors from constantly waking each other up, like...
Yeah, that is definitely a concern here if you were the Nightmare player. Not having the more optimal add-ons, but you know, if he does find someone, gets no chase, his add-ons are pretty good.
This is info though for our killer. We know the killer would know that there are 2 survivors at least like near each other, as the survivors are all waking up like as they go asleep.
Yeah, exactly. If he is paying attention to his HUD here, he'll be able to notice that, and he should know that they're playing in a pair somewhere, and that pair is not on a gen.
Oh my. We have a survivors making their way out of basement, sneaking around. Will Toombi spot them? They're kind of nearby.
Oh nah.
Oh my.
Okay. We've got a bit of a dynamic duo here going between our Jane and our Claudette, both with the anniversary crowns on.
Yeah.
Jane back in the locker for the head on.
Oh, we see scratch marks here on Claude.
And there is a head-on player lurking here, which will go off successfully. Oh, the point! The point!
That's a bit tough.
Ooh. We'll be switching our targets to DW here in the mid-map, and I would expect that in the background, yeah, Shoyo is just cranking a motor.
Yeah. The question is, how long can DW last here in the chase, right? We have the buses, which I feel isn't the safest loop.
It's okay if you're on same ping, but once you do put a cross ping match into consideration, then it becomes rather unsafe.
Yeah, we got a very good snare here by Doomby, which I think means that Jane does not make this window vault. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Even if the Jane makes it, it will be a medium there.
Yeah, and a medium always gets hit there if the killer like just reacts to it.
Yeah,
So
even on same ping, that's a hit.
yeah, so pretty much every killer will hit that except for me because apparently I can't react to medium bolts flare. Like,
Oh dear, it's an art. It's an art.
yeah.
We do find our second of 3 standing survivors taking the chase down here at the 12 area. We're on a bit of an unsafe filler, and we'll be the auto
What
aim.
the auto? Oh no!
Gamming out of
disaster.
first hit.
I'll be honest. Like auto aim frustrates me so much. I've got by it a lot.
Yeah,
Probably a
and
skill issue on my end. Ooh, a life.
So see a Lythe coming out, just extending himself into a guaranteed go around and gets
Yeah.
the tag there finally.
I mean,
and
that
the survivor
pallet-
of Shoyo is going to be running back down to this broken pallet gym here at the one area.
Yeah. I'll be honest, that filler pallet, I don't think is like very playable. It's like sure you played that as long as they could before they got hit, but like.
I think he did well to last as long as he did
Yeah.
on that pallet. I mean, it's very unsafe just in general as long as the killer has decent M1 mechanics, which Doomby obviously does here.
Doomby getting a hit here in DW. Ooh, DW a bit hitting the wall a bit there. Very unlucky. Oh my.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay,
That's a
fair
slug?
enough. We
Will
get 2
we-
out of 3 slugs. We're going to be looking for Metox now, who
Yeah.
does get the pick onto Shoyo.
Metox is also asleep, right? So they can't really heal Shoyu right now unless they wake them up.
No. But we do see Metox coming in here through this this one pallet gym again.
Yep.
Bit of juking action going on.
Oh.
Oh, the tree tech has failed today.
I don't know, Flyer. This is honestly like this is actually looking quite good here for Doomby for a 4K.
Yeah, Doomby's done a good job recovering this into a potential 4K one. We'll see if he can convert it though and finish this game out.
The survivors are constantly stuck now in like kind of like a loop of like trying to recover, right? And they're all injured. They don't have the time to get that reset.
Yeah, at this point in the game versus a Nightmare, it is rather difficult to recover from. As again, you're stuck in a. Against most killers you will be, but especially against Nightmare, who does have the. Oh, he pops to pick.
we're gonna
Okay.
get a pick.
Who does have the ability to sort of bounce back and forth between places on the
Well,
map.
I
You can
don't-
very easily get stuck in a 3v1 like ping pong match.
Yeah, I don't mind the pick too much considering that they were already like fully recovered, right? So it just takes about the same amount of time to pull and to recover them.
Yeah, it's not the worst option in the world. I think with good dream projection usage, you can still keep them on the ground.
Yeah.
However, I don't blame them for picking them there. It is the safe option, and we do see a fast pull coming out from our Survivors of Void.
Yeah, a thing to note also is we did put Eruption Combo on that gen, and that gen was about 80%. So like they have to get a really quick down here for that Eruption, right? Oh, they get the stun through the ping. That was
Tough.
actually very good stun by Jane.
That was. Now we just need Jane to last for a little bit.
We hear the Call of Brine proc in the background. We know that the
Hopefully
gen is
with
being
Gen.
worked by Shoyo. I believe in the next 15 seconds that generator will pop, so we need the down happening very soon, and we lose the 50.
Oh,
And we get
Doomby
the
son, we need to
teleport.
be winning that. We need to be winning that.
Oh my. We do get the teleport. The gen is about 80%. Oh. Tough slow into pallet explosion. I always love seeing the Freddies get pallet explosions.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a little bit of a.
Why are
I
we
believe-
Why are we not going for our pain rest hooks here? Is the question. Is what I'm thinking.
I was going to say as well, I believe a little bit of a lack of knowledge coming from Doomby there on the Nightmare. Just respecting that pallet, unless I'm mistaken, Survivors can drop it once you're in the process of exploding it, so just march through it.
Yeah. They do get the gen pop and get the tag here on Metox. But the question is, will they be able to secure out? So will this be a 4K 0? We have DW here going for the pull as Metox goes down. We're gonna spot both survivors going towards the shack area of the map. I don't know, this...
Now, I would be expecting both our survivors to be splitting up here. One is probably going to be hanging around in the mid-map area, which is looking exactly like what's happening. And one will be going down towards this five gate as well.
Yeah. It's probably going to be like high stages at this point. I mean, we're already in kind of high stages, right? We're at 7 stages on the board.
Yeah, we're at a confirmed 7-4, 7 stages for fresh. He does have obviously an extra stage sitting on the ground here from Metox,
Ooh,
who's
they
being
do get
picked up as I
picked?
say that. And we have got DW just running
Oh,
edge map
what a
here with
jiggy!
Iron Will. Does make it away. Can he make it to anything?
Very well played there
The
by
answer is
DW.
yes.
Oh, ping
Oh,
hit!
I respect it, but yeah, unfortunately, not going to work that time on
Are
ping.
we gonna get? We're just gonna take the stages here, and if
Should know
they,
that this is the head-on player, so he can just block wherever he wants.
yeah. I think honestly, I'm very surprised we didn't pain rest there. That I think that would have like stopped that last gen from popping for a little bit longer and perhaps secured a better result.
Yeah,
Like, we
especially
have,
when one of the pain races was about equal distance away from one of
Yeah.
the active generators. But
Yeah,
I mean, I honestly think that ultimately he possibly shouldn't have even picked in general, because obviously that 9 generator was being worked at the same time.
yeah.
Bit hard to know that in the moment, I suppose, but
We have we have one extra stage here potentially coming through because we currently have eight stages, potentially 9.
yeah, and we do see clean break coming out here from Metox. The team might be looking to go for a pull here and maybe
Yeah.
save an extra stage.
The clean break has been has been out for a while, so Metox will be healing as there we go.
There it is.
And we do see Metox kind of lurking around near the hook here.
And in the background, we have had that 5 gate opened as well.
We have to be
So
careful
now we can
about
just get a double pull.
We have to be careful about shooting these dream snares. Every time you shoot it, you lose collision, so a survivor can walk through you and pull. Oh no, a whiff!
Oh.
Oppa!
Oh, and he hit the person on hook. Oh, it's disastrous, son. Yeah, not much to say there.
Yeah, I don't think this is doable here. It looks like
No.
we're getting 8 stage 4 fresh, which I think is still a respectable result. This is, yeah. Void just played that very well. The survivors are kind of. Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, just a bit of a difficult game here.
Yeah.
But that does wrap up the game. Obviously, a little while ago, Void did take the win for not only the set, but the match as a whole.
Yeah.
And that will be the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fault Doombia here. They did their best. Like, it's just 4K5 WinCon, 4K4 Tycon. I don't think is like.
It's
not
a
playable from. I'll be honest. If someone were to give me that WinCon and Tycon, I'm gonna say, guys, we're not winning this set.
Yeah. As I said earlier, I think if I'm given that win con, I'm saying we should probably just go next. Maybe play it out for fun if we want to.
Yeah, and with that, Claire, thank you for casting with me. That was really fun.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, and up next we have Bleed Out versus Sentinel, which I'm very excited for. Those who aren't in the know, the other league owners, Six Hearts is the team captain of that team, and they're pretty cracked, but so is Sentinel. So very excited to see that, and I'm pretty sure there is an unknown set flare. So I'm very excited.
I know you're a bit of an enjoyer of the old unknown, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that game. I hope it's a fun one.
Unknown, Bleed Out picks Unknown, Void picks Mastermind, and the tiebreaker is Wraith.
All very fun, classic competitive sets.
Yeah, we'll hope to see you guys in about looking about maybe 15 to 20 minutes as we get the next teams going, the build sorted, and the lobbies set up. And I will be joined by probably Ghosty to cast that game. And I'll see you guys in a bit.